Delicious things to eat.
The sparkling drinks are just dandy, the chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Fast Food News. I'm Jay Whittingham. Welcome to the Fast Food News Podcast. This week, Jay and I will be discussing French fries, a staple in every fast food meal that's not Mexican or Chinese. Fast food meals include French fries because the salt in the French fries helps you wash down the other thing. The main thing, probably the burger. Listen, let's get to the Fast Food Podcast. We're going to start with the news, we're going to hear some trivia, and we're going to get nasty with French fry coatings. And now, Fast Food News. Ice rink workers take Zambonis on fast food run. Workers were fired after being spotted at drive-thru with a Zamboni. I kid you not. A slow run for some fast food in Boise, Idaho has cost 2 city workers their jobs. They were spotted on their Zamboni ice rink machines at a Burger King drive-thru earlier this month. The Zambonis are chunky vehicles with rubber tires that hit top speed of 5 miles an hour. The drivers had to get through at least one traffic light to make it on the midnight run, covering a 1.5 mile round trip. I said, why didn't they have cars? They're $75,000 machines, and the $10,000 blades on them appeared damaged. Jay, would you take a Zamboni to a Burger King?
Boy, the last time I was at Burger King, 5 miles an hour, I would still have been racing by before they were ready with my order. Man, unlikely. Zamboni, hey? Geez, you gotta wonder what... Yeah.
Spain nixes Burger King advertisement from the Associated Press. Just a couple of days ago, Burger King should yank an ad campaign for its Monster XXL burger, the caloric equivalent of eating 10 fried eggs. We measure things by Big Macs here on the Fast Food News Podcast. I don't know how much fat's in 10 fried eggs. It seems like that could vary, if you ask me, because it violates a Spanish initiative against obesity, said the health ministry. It's asking the fast food chain to abandon the campaign for more than a week, so commercials go against an agreement signed by the Federation of Restaurateurs, which Burger King is a member. An advertisement on Burger King's Spanish website features a photograph of the towering double cheese bacon XXL burger with the slogan, "It's awful being a vegetarian," right? Does that sound good to you or not?
I don't know. See,
Let me say this. It has 971 calories. That beats...
That's more than the double Whopper with cheese.
Well, it's more than the enormous omelet sandwich that we discussed last week. 971 calories, 50% of the calories you should have in a day for a teenager. 25 grams of beautiful, delicious, saturated fat.
At some point, and don't get me wrong, because if there's anything I love, it's something that's hideous and deep fried. But you got to wonder if Burger King isn't perhaps just trying to off its...
customers?
Yeah. I mean, that's an awful lot of calories. Don't get me wrong. Again, big fan of the Burger King. Always like the double cheeseburger, that sort of thing. But I think the whole portion thing has just gone completely insane. 971 calories. I mean...
That's a record.
Boy.
According to our database, that's a record.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
I could check the files here at headquarters, but I'm pretty sure that's a record. The company said that customers can always choose a salad over a Whopper and have that option to remove certain ingredients on the Whopper if they want, because Burger King can have it your way, as you know. Cardiologist Steven Sinatra, that is his last name, is singing a new tune when it comes to diet. Today, the doctor is taking his patient Stuart out for lunch. You see, the good doctor has written a health diet book that only involves eating at fast food restaurants.
Oh.
The diet offers choices from every major fast food outlet. At times, you can have a tasty item like an Egg McMuffin or a Whopper Jr., but you won't be getting fries with that, no sure. Here are some of the meals for breakfast at Burger King. French toast sticks for breakfast. That's what he's giving people, French toast sticks. I thought they'd be one of the worst, most empty-calorie things on the menu.
I was going to say, I would have thought those would be the closest thing to pure evil.
A mid-morning snack is a MacDonald's fruit and yogurt parfait. Lunch is a KFC tender roast chicken sandwich. Have you ever bothered with one of those?
The chicken tenders?
Yeah,
well,
chicken tender
I have
roast.
with the snackers. And I've had it.
No, we're talking the undeep fried thing here, and we're talking tender roast.
Yes, it's just like, well, it's not deep fried, but it's it's unbreaded, and it tastes a little odd.
And for dinner, a Boston Market Angus meatloaf with 2 healthy sides, totaling of the day 1,635 calories, Jay.
That's only about a burger and a half.
That would not fill me up as a snack. I don't know who they're toying with. We're dealing with French fries this week, Jay. French fries, an important ingredient in fast food meals. They are the potato of steak and potatoes. Which is your favorite French fries, first of all?
Well, there's two. There will always be only one. See, here's how I gauge French fries.
All right.
French fries, if you can just go into a place and order some fries and enjoy them, those are good French fries. If the only time that fries are passable is when you're eating something else, that's crap. That's filler. And frankly, there's an awful lot of crap out there. When it comes to fries, there's a lot of fries I don't even bother eating anymore because of the coatings.
The coatings?
I think are pet peeve, and I'm going to get to those in a minute. But my favorite fry is still the MacDonald's fry.
Now, do they have a coating?
They do have a coating that helps with hang time, as the industry calls it. Hang time is about, basically, it's about the time that you can keep it under a heat lamp and it still tastes like food.
Right.
McDonald's coating is a clear coating, which sounds kind of automotive, but it's not.
Do you have to upgrade with that? Is that an extra charge?
No, it stays with you, but it's, I don't know, maybe it's like the Teflon thing that I'm not sure how long it'll stay with you. But the thing about, and secondly, my second favorite fry would be from Wendy.
Yeah.
Because they
Two very different fries, if I may say.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. Almost from the Wendy's fries, almost a throwback to fries when I was young, which was not really long ago, but long enough ago that, who am I kidding? Yeah, it was a long time ago. So the Wendy's fry is kind of like Dairy Queen fries used to be in the old days. See, everyone I think it was about 6 years ago, they all lost their minds and they started this whole new coated fry. And the coated fry was a response to fries that were getting greasy and soggy and in the bag. Frankly, if I had a choice between greasy and soggy in the bag and the crap that I have to put up with now, I would take greasy and soggy because it tastes bad. There's something inherently wrong, and it's because the coatings that they put on them, most coatings, and any kind of breaded deep frying, if you want to talk about deep frying stuff, I know a little bit about deep frying stuff. If you want to deep fry something and have a coating stick to it, you got to put the coating on, you got to deep fry it right there. Because a lot of fry coatings are put on when it's frozen, they don't have a real opportunity to bond to it. The flavors don't get to mesh, and they don't really adhere until they're cooked. But when they are cooked, the flavors don't bond. So you've got a fry that tastes not like a fry with, with a different texture. You've got a fry that tastes like it's got something on it. So that's my big bitch about that.
Jay, as you know, travels the streets, going from fast food restaurant to fast food restaurant in his vehicle. And of course,
nothing like Spider-Man.
Today, I picture you in a white lab coat based on what you just said.
Sure, with a big stain down the front.
And a pocket protector, no doubt.
Exactly, some sort of face shield to protect me from the spatter of grease.
Jay, our French fry that you pick is the McDonald's French fry. Why do you love it so?
I love it so because, honestly, my number one reason is because you could go in and you could order some McDonald's fries and you could eat them, and they would be satisfying. They would taste like potato. You would taste the salt. You taste the fat, and you could almost eat them as a meal. Any other fry, you can't eat independently. They all have this twisted, bizarre flavor that. My 100% vote for the fry. Eating a fry all by itself, that's my criteria. The only fry that you can eat by itself, well, only two. One would be the McDonald's, and second place, very close second, is Wendy's.
Well, McDonald's French fries are the number one fry of choice of American. Survey after survey has pointed that out, so I don't doubt that. They are good fries. They are consistent, I will give them that, but there's fries. I mean, Burger King in our town is putting out this disgusting rancid fry now at all 3 locations that I went to. They tasted I don't know if they're experimenting with a new cholesterol-free oil, Of course, that is going to be the next big challenge, is to get non-saturated fat cooking oils that still taste good and don't bother people. But that is being released by various fry cooking restaurants as we speak, and over the next 6 months. So we'll see if French fries, as we know them, change, because there's a great deal of pressure on the fast food industry to change up their fries. Let's get to the fast food trivia. This week focusing on fries. Where chips, quote-unquote, is the common term, French fries usually refers to the thin variant that is the U.S. shoestring potatoes. And in North America, chips usually means potato chips, as you know, of course, if you're listening to North America. French fries are almost always salted just after cooking. I can't have a fast food meal without fries. I need that salt to get the saliva going to wash stuff down. I can use ketchup on my burger, but I end up feeling like I want to change up the taste. I can't have the same taste. I need to alternate back and forth. You know full well that some societies, including ours now, are using mayonnaise to dip their French fries in. Am I correct?
And let me add, a brilliant idea. The only time you're
a brilliant, unhealthy idea.
The only time you're going to enjoy mayonnaise with your fries is not in a major fast food restaurant. You're going to have to go to a place like a New York Fries or someplace that cooks them, and they're still juicy on the inside. That's the only way that mayonnaise is going to taste good with your fries. Or you make them yourself if you have a deep fryer at home.
Some other things that you dip French fries in, depending on the culture: curry and curry ketchup.
Really?
True story, Jack. Get it off the internet. It must be true. Hot sauce, mayonnaise, tartar sauce. I can't pronounce this. T-Z-A-T-Z-I. Tzatziki? Tzatziki?
Yeah, the Greek cucumber-based mayonnaise-y type sauce.
Well, it sounds absurd to me. Fry sauce, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to look into it. Ranch dressing, interesting. Barbecue sauce, gravy, brown sauce. Don't know what brown sauce is.
Brown sauce in the UK usually refers to HP. They'll refer to HP and ketchup as red and brown sauce.
Honey and vinegar. Now, I never see people putting vinegar on fries anymore. Occasionally, I'll see a vinegar packet in my fast food bag. Have you ever used vinegar on fries?
I've never been a big fan. My mother and my wife are the only two people I've ever seen. My mother would use white vinegar. My wife would use malt vinegar. She'll ask specifically for malt vinegar at a restaurant, and only if the restaurant has made their own fries. Interesting,
and that's what it says here, is malt vinegar especially. Piccali, pickled cucumber, gherkins, or very small pickled onions. I don't see how that's a sauce. How do you dip it into pickled onions? Dutch fries with tartar sauce served in cone. Interesting. In the Netherlands, where fries are also sold in snack bars, peanut sauce is also popular. Some believe that the French in French fry refers to the method of cutting, not the method of frying. To French means to slice in thin strips.
Indeed, you could have Frenched carrots, and they would be thinly julienne, well, thicker than a julienne, but julienne, yes. Indeed.
According to my source, this view is not widely accepted. It is most likely not true. Americans eat more than 16 pounds of French fries every year. How many pounds do you eat, Jay?
Maybe 16.
Sure, 16. Average is 16 easily. Okay, which comes to over 2 million tons, and so will you if you eat that many French fries. Both France and Belgium claim that they invented the French fry. And you know what? The House of Representatives in the States no longer serves freedom fries. They quietly changed back to French fries when they finally realized what a bunch of freaking idiots they are. It's time for the Sandwich of the Week. The Sandwich of the Week this week, Jay, is... And Jay is not told what the Sandwich of the Week is previous to the show. Shocking as it may be, the A&W Whistle Dog. What do you think, Jay?
Whistle Dog. You know, I've known people whose favorite this was. The Whistle Dog, as I recall, the Whistle Dog had an odd sort of like a reddish, almost as though someone put ketchup, mustard, and relish in a blender. They sort of jammed it all in there together.
Yeah. And the neat thing about it is it's split in two, and it has cheese and bacon on it.
I mean, there's very little that you can not make better by adding cheese or bacon. Or by cutting it in half, for that matter.
Yeah.
One of those things that I don't know why they initially cut the dog in half, but it's one of those things that makes a huge difference. And I think it makes a huge difference because of the condiment distribution or ratio on the actual...
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. Jay, as always, thank you so much for joining us again this week. It's been great co-hosting the show with you, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks on Fast Food News, a podcast from ReginaRadio.com. Send us a line, drop us an email, fastfoodnews@reginaradio.com, or Skype us at JamesPod. One word. I'm James Whittingham. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you next time.
This has been a presentation of ReginaRadio.com.